the sun's first rays peeked over the horizon, the inhabitants of Turtletown began to stir. In this peaceful haven, everything moved at a turtle's pace. The town's residents, a charming array of turtles, all shapes and sizes, were gently roused by the warmth of the morning sun. Their day began with languid stretches and leisurely breakfasts of fresh dew-kissed leaves. Every turtle had a role to play in Turtletown. Some were bakers, kneading the soft mud to create sturdy homes. Others were storytellers, spinning tales that were as old as the oldest turtle. And some were adventurers, their shells adorned with the marks of their travels. Their lives were intertwined in a beautiful dance of camaraderie and mutual respect. Conversations were slow and thoughtful, filled with wisdom passed down through generations. In this harmonious world, each turtle felt valued, loved, and content. In Turtletown, every day was a new opportunity for adventure. Among the turtles, there was one in particular who was known for his curiosity: little Timmy the Turtle. Timmy was not your average young turtle. His heart was filled with an insatiable curiosity and a yearning for adventure that set him apart from his friends. While the other turtles played in the sand and swam in the crystal-clear waters, Timmy would often be found gazing at the horizon, his mind filled with thoughts of what lay beyond the borders of their beloved Turtletown. He would spend hours dreaming about the vast world outside, imagining the exciting adventures that awaited him. His love for exploration was so great that he would often wander off on his own, exploring every nook and cranny of Turtletown in a bid to quench his thirst for knowledge. Yet, his heart yearned for more. Timmy dreamt of the day he could explore the world outside Turtletown. One fine morning, Timmy decided to embark on the adventure he had always dreamt of. This was it. The day Timmy had been waiting for, the day he would finally leave the comfort of Turtletown and venture into the unknown. Timmy was a small turtle with a big spirit. His heart was filled with curiosity and courage, and his mind was bursting with dreams of exploring the world beyond his home. Today, he was going to make those dreams a reality. As the sun began to rise, painting the sky with hues of orange and pink, Timmy began his preparations. He carefully packed his small backpack with all the essentials. There were a few of his favorite snacks: crunchy lettuce leaves, juicy berries, and a handful of delicious worms. He also packed a tiny compass, a map he had drawn himself, and a small blanket to keep him warm during the chilly nights. With each item he packed, his excitement grew. His heart pounded in his chest like a drum, keeping time with the rhythm of his anticipation. He could hardly believe that he was finally setting off on his grand adventure. Before he left, he took one last look at his home. Turtletown, with its cozy burrows and friendly faces, had always been a place of comfort and safety. But now, it was time for him to explore the world beyond its boundaries. With a deep breath, Timmy took his first step towards the unknown. He could feel the cool grass beneath his feet and the wind gently rustling his shell. The world outside was vast and exciting, filled with endless possibilities. Every adventure has its challenges, and Timmy's was no exception. As our little turtle friend continued his grand adventure, he was met with a fast-flowing river. The current was strong and the other side seemed miles away. It was a daunting task for a small turtle like Timmy, but he wasn't going to let a river stand in his way. Gathering all his courage, he took a deep breath and plunged into the water. The river tugged and pulled, but Timmy was relentless. He paddled with all his might, his tiny heart pounding in his chest. It was a tough battle, but after what seemed like an eternity, he finally made it to the other side. Wet, tired, but victorious, Timmy had conquered the river. But the journey didn't end there. Ahead of him lay a steep hill. It was so tall that its peak was hidden in the clouds. This was a challenge unlike any he had faced before. Climbing the hill would take a lot of effort and determination. But Timmy was a brave little turtle. He didn't let the size of the hill intimidate him. He took a deep breath and started his ascent. He pushed and pulled, climbing higher and higher. The hill was steep and the climb was tough, but Timmy didn't give up. He kept going, one small step at a time. And after a long and tiring climb, He finally reached the top. He was exhausted, but the view from the top was worth every effort. Throughout his journey, Timmy faced many challenges. Each one was a test of his courage and determination. But he didn't let them discourage him. Instead, he faced them head-on, proving that even the smallest turtle can overcome the biggest obstacles. Despite the challenges, Timmy remained determined. He knew he was getting closer to his goal. After days of traveling, Timmy finally reached the world beyond Turtle Town. Breathtaking, awe-inspiring, and full of countless wonders, this world was unlike anything Timmy had ever seen. As he moved further away from his comfortable shell of familiarity, he was greeted by an array of vibrant colors and sounds that made his heart flutter with joy and excitement. The world outside Turtletown was a symphony of life, a grand tapestry woven with threads of countless adventures. There were tall trees, their leaves rustling in the wind, telling tales of seasons gone by. Flowers bloomed in a riot of colors, each petal an artist's masterpiece, their sweet scent wafting through the air. Babbling brooks giggled and gossiped, their cool, clear water sparkling under the sun. In this world, every creature had a story to tell. Friendly rabbits hopped about, their fluffy tails twitching with curiosity. Squirrels scampered up and down trees, their tiny paws filled with acorns. Birds of all shapes and sizes danced in the sky, their songs filling the air with melodies of freedom and joy. Each one of them had a tale of their own, a unique journey that was a part of this grand adventure called life. Timmy was spellbound. Every sight, every sound, every smell was a new discovery, a revelation that filled him with a sense of wonder and joy. This was a world where every day was a celebration of life, a world that welcomed him with open arms and endless possibilities. The world beyond Turtletown was a treasure trove of experiences, each one more delightful than the last. The beauty of the world unfolded before Timmy like a beautiful storybook, each page brimming with new chapters of adventure and discovery. As Timmy journeyed through this enchanting world, he realized how small he was in this vast expanse of life. But he also understood how every creature, no matter how small, had a part to play in this grand symphony of life. Timmy realized that the world was much bigger and more beautiful than he had ever imagined. After weeks of exploring, Timmy felt a longing for his home. His heart fluttered with anticipation, and his tiny turtle legs seemed to move faster than ever. The familiar scent of the sea breeze, the sound of the waves, the feel of sand beneath his shell, all these sensations stirred within him a profound sense of joy and nostalgia. Timmy was returning to Turtletown, his beloved home. Every rock, every coral, every grain of sand was a memory, an echo of his childhood. He remembered playing hide and seek among the seaweeds, racing with his friends, and listening to the old turtles' tales of yore. How he had missed these simple pleasures during his grand adventure. As he entered Turtletown, he was greeted by familiar faces, each one beaming with warmth and affection. His family, his friends, his mentors, they had all been waiting for him. Their eyes sparkled with curiosity as they gathered around him, eager to hear his stories. And oh, what stories Timmy had to share. He spoke about his journey, the challenges he faced, the strange creatures he met, and the beautiful sights he saw. He spoke about the vastness of the ocean, the beauty of the coral reefs, and the magic of the moonlit sea. His stories filled the listeners with awe and wonder, painting vivid images of the world beyond Turtletown. But more than the stories, what stood out was Timmy's newfound respect for his home and community. He realized how much he had taken for granted. The safety of his home, the wisdom of his elders, the camaraderie of his friends. His adventure had made him appreciate these blessings even more. Timmy realized that no matter how far he traveled, there was no place like home. His heart was filled with gratitude and love for Turtletown, his safe haven, his home sweet home. And as the moon rose high in the sky, Timmy nestled in his cozy shell, surrounded by his loved ones, ready for a peaceful night's sleep in the place he loved the most. Subscribe to this channel, share the enchantment with friends, and stay tuned for more. Don't miss the next adventure.